Adolf Hitler was a pagan. Here he is making this Masonic hand sign that we know as the Masonic M, but no one's been able to break the code of this hand sign and know what it actually means. But I have broken that code now. It's taken a long time, but I finally busted it. I'd just like, before I show you what this means, just tell you concerning Adolf Hitler being a pagan. If you check the history records, so you can check on the internet, obviously, you'll find that Hitler was an occultist. The Nazi party were occultists, and their practices were pagan. And the pagans, Wiccans, Druids, by self-admission, use magic. So that does not need to be proved. And also, again, the pagans, Wiccans, Druids, it's all paganism, by the way. Masonry is paganism, Illuminati is paganism, it's all paganism. They worship Halios. By self-admission, they worship Halios, who they call the sun god, and they worship the Aegea, and they worship the god of thunder. God of thunder is Zeus. The Aegea is Hera, the wife of Zeus. And Halios is the son of Zeus. And he is also known as Apollyon, the beast from the pit, from the book of Revelation. They worship him. And everything that they do, all of these signs, symbols and logos, pertain straight back to him. And their cryptography is basically made up of Roman numerals and Latin letters, which are Roman basically, and we use now in the English language, and Greek letters. So it's a Greco Roman cryptography. It's very simple, and it uses the most basic shapes. And these basic shapes will usually fit into a circle. So we have this hand sign here, which we've been calling the Masonic M hand sign, which Adolf Hitler is doing. And Adolf Hitler was a pagan, and he was also a worshipful master, by the way, because children in Germany were made to pray to Adolf Hitler at night as if they were praying to God Almighty, because they worshipped him. They did it for the Führer. Now, let's take a look at this hand sign. How are we possibly going to break what this actually means? Well, as I said, everything in paganism goes straight back to their main God that they worship. Like we Christians worship Jesus Christ. They worship the son of Zeus. Zeus is the devil. And his son Halios is their god. And Halios means sun. So all of the names in Greek, which means sun, belong to him. So he's called Io, Io, he's called Ao. There's also the Greco Roman version, which is Helios, which is how you say 1000 in Greek. So let's break this code now. Let's just take it straight to source. Let's take it straight to the beast from the pit, from the book of Revelation, Apollyon. And here he is, Apollyon, the destroyer, the enemy of God, the enemy of mankind. This particular statue of Apollyon, who's also known as Halios, Ao, Io, Io, Abaddon, and Alexander the Great, the destroyer, this statue is in a place in England called Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire, in a place called the Water Gardens. Now, let's take a look at what Apollyon is doing here. He's got a disc in his hand. So let's take a close look at that disc. Now look at the shape of the destroyer's hand holding that disc. He's making what we've been calling the Masonic M hand sign. The cryptography of this is a simple line drawing based upon the hand of the destroyer holding a disc. So you'll see that his two fingers in the middle are together and these two are apart, and his thumb's pointing that way. Well, what does that mean? Well, firstly, it means that the destroyer and Adolf Hitler are making the same hand sign. May I just point out also that it may just be a coincidence, mind you, but look at this. This is David Icke's book cover of his book called I Am Me, I Am Free. And take a look at the hand there. It's making the same shape. As I say, that just may be a coincidence. However, let's get back to this hand sign now. So it's basically a line drawing of the hand of Apollo. And what shape does it make? Well, it makes this shape here, which is the peace sign, and it makes another shape I'll show you in just one moment, which basically is, there's the disc and there's the hand, yeah, with the fingers apart. So it says A-O. A-O is a name of Halios, Apollyon. It also says I-O, or pronounced E-O actually, which means sun, is the name of Apollyon. So this says A-O, which is a term used to mean holy or saint, and also E-O, which is the name of Apollyon, which is the name of the sun. So it says basically holy sun, or holy saint sun. That's referring to beast from the pit from the book of Revelation. Now, let's complete it with the thumb. And here it is with the thumb line. So therefore it says AO, EO, and it also has an X, which is a number 10 in Roman numerals, and Roman numerals are letters as well as numbers. So 10, which is that, isn't it? A 1 and a 0, a 10. So it says EO again. But when you put an X inside a circle, that is a Roman numeral for 1000, and in Greek 1000 is Halios. So this here, this X inside the circle, says Halios. So altogether this says AO, which is holy basically, EO, which is sun, and Halios. So we've got the name of the beast from the pit from the book of Revelation in this logo 3 times, because he's also called Ao. That's one of his names. So it's the beast from the pit's name 3 times. And here you see the same thing slightly shifted to make the Anarchy symbol. You see you've got the AO, you've got the EO, and you've got the X inside the circle. You've also got an X here and an X here. So those X and X inside the circle is the Roman numeral for 1000. So that in Greek is called Halios. So that again it says Halios, Halios, Halios. So AO, holy, or AO, it's his name anyway. AO, EO, that's his name again. Halios, 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 his name 3 more times in the Anarchy symbol. So it's in the peace sign, and it's in the Anarchy symbol, and it all pertains back to Apollyon's hand holding the disc. Just like Adolf Hitler is doing here, you're seeing the visible and invisible in play. There's one more piece of evidence I'd like to show you which confirms this again, and that is this drawing here, which was done by Pagans and is floating all around the internet, which is this picture here, which is of a witch, and you can see that there's the horned hand sign inside a circle, forming the horn sign forming an A and an O, so that says AO, and the thumb crossing across the arm there, okay, which would make the cross inside the circle saying Halios. So all of these hand signs and symbols, when you're breaking them, picture them inside a circle and look for the words sun in Greek and Roman, which is Halios, EO, IO, AO, Helios. All of these are his name, and he is Alexander the Great, the beast from the pit from the book of Revelation, who has very kindly, personally shown us what this hand sign means. It's a worship to him, holy, saint, Helios, EO, AO, the beast from the pit from the book of Revelation, Alexander the Great, the Goat King. And here's Alexander the Great, the Goat King, with a goat horn growing out of his head. Alexander the Great is the destroyer. He is the beast from the pit from the book of Revelation. And all of these hand signs that the pagans, calling themselves all manner of names, use pertain straight back to him, because it is all about the worship of the sun god that they adore, Halios.